Yep, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special Halloween stream. I have Alyssa here as my guest from Stitching It Up. Say hi, Alyssa.
Hey, everybody.
How are we all doing today? I
Thank
hope
you.
that everybody's doing good on this lovely Thursday. I'm going to see if I can pull the chat up on my. There we go. We are on Restream and it is still new. We are still, hello, Isabella. We are still trying to get the hang of this Restream. I played with it all day yesterday and I did discover a few things that are different from StreamYard. So I think I have some things figured out. I'm hoping that I do. Hi, Bud Files. I want to go ahead and try to pull up the member shout out and hopefully it will not lose us completely. Um, but I got to turn my sound down. Okay. All right. Let's see. We will be going to this layout here. Let's see if that. Okay. I'm going to pull it on. Okay. Well, hi, Dennis.
Sorry, my chair is squeaky. I'll try not to move.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so now we're down at the bottom of the screen and we have the members only list pulled up. So that is working better today than it did yesterday. I figured out I have to actually make a screen of it over on the side that I can just pull up when I want it. Hi, is God's son. Welcome. Um, anyway, so these are the members to my channel. Real Life Happens. Four Cat Billies in a Virginia Mountain Shack, John. My Linda Elliott. Simply Katie Walks. And Broken Hearts Ministry. Hi, Bella, Kristen. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to click off of this now and go back to this one. And hopefully that switches us back. I feel much more confident about it today than I did yesterday. Yes, we're back. Okay, cool. So, Alyssa, what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the hydration? You want to talk about do the trivia? You tell me what you want to do. You want to talk about your channel first?
Oh, if you'd like to.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
Tell us all about
Um,
it.
so I started this channel back in June, and I guess I should back up a little bit. About 10 years ago, I started my Facebook channel and it was called Crocheted by Elisa. And I didn't know what I was doing. I would post stuff and try to sell things, kind of starting out as a hobby, really. I've crocheted most of my life, but I couldn't really do anything much with it. And I didn't understand what I was doing on Facebook. So for like 8 years, I had 100 likes and people on there that followed. And it was kind of pathetic. But then, like 2 years ago, I just started playing with it. I was like, I can learn this. If I can be a yearbook coordinator for 10 years for my homeschool group, surely I could figure out Facebook, right? So I just started watching what other people were doing and picking it up. And like I said, about 2 years ago, and I just started learning it on my own, and it just kept going and going and going. And I think I have over 4,000 followers now.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
So it went from like 100 to kind of skyrocketed. And then I decided to change the name of it because most people don't just Google, a crochet gift, right? So
Right.
I changed it to Stitching It Up. And half of the reason is because Stitch is my daughter's favorite Disney character.
Oh,
And
okay.
stitching represents the crocheted and the sewing. So that's how that name came about. And then back when I got my Great Danes, they're 6 and 7 years old now, and I was having so much fun with them. I thought, man, I need to really do a YouTube channel or something to show everybody all this fun. But I didn't. I started having grandbabies and having fun with them, and just life gets in the way. So I finally decided this past summer to start the YouTube. And here I am meeting all these great people.
It kind of has a way of sneaking up on you. You don't realize that you needed it in your life until you have it. And then you're like, I should have done this years ago.
Right. And I do regret that for sure. But, you know, you can't get back time, right?
Right.
So the channel represents, I wanted the Stitching It Up, the beginning of my Facebook name, to correlate with the YouTube. And it's a little easier for my friends on Facebook to come over and find me that way as well. So my Facebook is mostly, the crochet and selling items there, and the YouTube is mostly the country, and kind of homesteading, gardening, and I'm doing, the sewing channels now, and we're going to start the crochet soon. But
Right.
I'm a country girl, and I love photography as well. So I'm trying to improve on that too.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot to offer the YouTube audience by doing having all these different things. And I know that people love animals. So if you do, shorts and videos of your dogs, I know that'll go over real well. And then there's a huge homesteading community as well. And a pretty
Yes.
good sized crochet community too. So I'm going to try to click on this. It says something went wrong. Reload the page. I'm going to try that and see if it does anything. Everything seems to be working fine, so I don't really want to mess it up too much.
It's fine on my end.
Yeah, everything looks okay. I'm just so new at this restream that I don't know exactly what all it's telling me, to do.
Yeah, and I'm technically challenged, so
Well, now let me tell you, a couple of years ago, when my friend Norma Kay from Real Life Happens, when she and I met here on YouTube, and Norma wanted to do a crafting channel, and neither one of us knew anything about YouTube, StreamYard, Canva. We knew nothing. And so we said, you know what, let's just, give it a shot and see what we can come up with. So we both worked on it, and we both tried to learn, what we were doing. And we've got some really crazy videos on her channel from the beginning where we were like, can you see me now? Can you hear me now? It's like,
yeah,
are we ever
that's
going to
funny.
get, are we ever going to get both of us on the screen at the same time and stuff? But after a while, hello, Heather. Hello, Jan. Hello, Gail. I'm trying to do better watching my chat. Anyway, we learn together. And so we're 100% self-taught on everything we know how to do, which isn't a whole lot. But it's fun once you get into it and start learning things and it starts making sense to you. And then you're like, oh, I should have been able to figure that one out, or whatever. But
Yeah.
YouTube can be a wonderful place to make friends, I have friends all over the world just because I'm on YouTube, you know. So,
Right. And that's what I'm learning, and it's a lot of fun.
oh yeah, definitely. And I found personally that most things that you're interested in or you would like to find more out about or whatever like that, you're going to find other people who are going to want to find those things out as well. So it's
Yeah.
not hard to come up, you know, with content. Um, the people who say they can't think of anything to do videos on, I just don't really get that. I actually have too many ideas and I have to kind of reel myself in a little bit, you know. So,
Yeah. Okay. So this water bottle I have here is just Aquafina. So
okay.
I'm having challenges here. Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
I like Aquafina because it has. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's one that I can tolerate. It's reverse osmosis, and some of my family will, kind of laugh at me that I'm picky about my water, which I am.
Yes. And you have to read the labels. We got some
Right.
one time and it was from a municipal city tap water, is all it was. It wasn't filtered. It wasn't
Oh,
anything. It was just
yeah.
straight up nasty tap water from some city. So you do have to read your labels, or you will get, you know, bad water. I also believe in hydration. Since I've had my weight loss surgery, I have to try to drink a lot of water. And so we were talking about that the other day. And I found out there's two ways to think about how much water you actually need to drink. There's the 8 by 8 rule, which is 8 ounce glasses a day, which would be 64 ounces. And the other train of thought is do half your body weight. So, like for me, I'm at 260 right now. So my body weight would be 130, 130 ounces. My physician says I only need to drink about 80 ounces. But you figure 80 ounces at a 16.9 ounce bottle, you're talking four plus a little bit of another one in a day's time, which is a lot of water. I have this Stanley knockoff mug that is a 40-ounce mug, and I fill it up to about a third of the way with ice, and then I add the water the rest of the way and the flavoring. When we got back from the hurricane, they were giving out water in my town, and look at this, it's water in a box. And this is purified drinking water, and it has a long shelf life, it says. And
Water
it
in a
says
box.
in a box. And it's Sophia is the brand, and it says the water is specifically packaged to ensure very long shelf life, as long as the product is stored in a controlled environment. So
Oh, okay.
you can get water in a box. This is a 33.8 fluid ounce box or a 1 liter. So if I'm drinking 80 ounces a day, that would be two of these and then a little more. So that's about 2 liters of water a day. But I also use flavorings, and I have
Hmm.
found all kinds of flavorings. These are all sugar free. Some of them have 10 calories or 5 calories a serving. Just depends on which ones you get. But there is definitely a big market now on the flavorings that you can add to your waters. I follow some people on Facebook. They take and they mix multiple flavors together to come up with their own flavors. So,
Yeah, that's cool. I've never thought about boxing of water being a good shelf life. That's good to know.
hey, Verna. Yeah, I never heard of it. And when they were like, "Do you want some water?" and I did not see any cases of bottled water, and I was like, "Sure, I'll take some water." And I'm thinking, well, where are they going to bring out the bottled water from? And he throws two big boxes in my car. And when I got it home and opened it, here it is, water in a box. I'm like, okay. I guess it's, maybe from FEMA, disaster
Uh-huh.
relief. When you have a hurricane or you have a natural disaster, they bring it into you like that, so it will last. I don't know. But I
Okay.
said I'm going to drink some of it before I end up buying another case of water, because I go through at least 2 cases of water a week. So I've
Oh,
been drinking on it. And then I just wanted to show you, I have these other two. I'm kind of a water cup fanatic. I got this one at the Dollar Tree. I thought it was cute, and it's purple, my favorite color. But it sweats, and I don't like that. So this one I use mainly if I'm going somewhere and I just want to take something out the door and I'm going to
uh-huh.
drink it fast. And then this one I had was my original one, um, which is stainless steel, and it does real well, but it doesn't hold as much. So then when I found the Big Daddy one, I started using it.
Oh, that
But
is pretty.
it doesn't fit in my cup holder in my car. So I don't take it usually in the car. I usually take this one then if I have to in the car. But anyway, so y'all need to be drinking water. There are lots of health benefits that I didn't know until going through the process of having my weight loss surgery, that I found out how important water really is, especially if you're on a weight loss journey, because in order for your body to get rid of the fat, it has to flush it out of your body. So it has to get filtered
Right.
out through your kidneys, which means you have to drink a lot of water. And also, your body needs a certain amount of water to function properly. And if it doesn't have it, it's going to hang on to whatever it can, and that includes your fat. So if you really want to be able to flush that fat out, you have to drink a lot of water. So it is very
Yes, that's
important.
good
Yeah.
advice. So
Yeah.
this small Aquafina that I opened it when we started talking. So my goal is to finish it by the end of this stream.
Yeah, and
We'll see.
you have to be mindful of drinking it. If you wait until you're thirsty, you've already gone too far, you know. And sometimes, especially when you're on a weight loss journey, you may think you're thirsty, or you may think you're hungry, excuse me, and you are actually thirsty. So, drink some
Right.
water first. If that satisfies you and you're okay, then you don't have to eat anything then. But if it doesn't and you're still feeling hungry or whatever, by all means, eat something. But the water is really important. And at first, they tell you, sip, 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 because you can't take a big gulp of a drink. You have to just barely sip on it. And they want you to drink like 2 ounces every 15 minutes. So it was kind of like my job right after surgery, drink the water, drink the water.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I'm better about it. Now I know I have all day to get through 2 of those big cupfuls.
Uh-huh.
Let
Well,
me
what
see.
I like about this, I like the alkaline water, which I buy this one at Walmart. This tall 1.8 liter, whatever. It's to me that's a lot of water for one day. I know I should be drinking more than that probably, but I like it because it has the high pH, helps get rid of all the acidic in your body. Um, Now I had bought these little ones for the grandkids, but I don't like this one, and it came from Walmart because if you read the labels, it has the sodium in it,
Okay.
and it's yeah. The Of course, the salt will make you drink more, and that's why they do it. They want you to buy more.
Exactly. And like I was saying, if you don't read the label, you don't really know what you're getting. I'm not saying you have to have the Don Perignon of water, but you do want to make sure that of what you're putting in your body, that it is what you need, and not necessarily just buy the cheapest necessarily thing. I want to say hello to Shantirement and Dinky Crafts Jennifer. Welcome. Y'all are saying some great comments, talking all about the health benefits of the water. And Mountain Grandma says, when I don't drink water, my body hurts. I suspect a lot of people with aches and pains would feel better, a lot better if they drink more water. I agree with that comment. And now we just got a $10 super sticker from In the Kitchen with Janine, and she said, I want to help the little food pantry box. And we've been putting food in that little food pantry box in our little town here for the homeless people, and just for people who need help. And so thank you so much, Janine. And I will definitely get some stuff with that money, and I will get some of it put in there. I'll make a video and I'll tag you in it. Hi, Cricket Peach. I'm so glad everybody has come in to support us today. All right. So a lot of you I've already contacted about being guests on my channel. That is something new I've started the last month, trying to get people to come on and be a guest. And so I have several guests planned for the month of November. I've already had Gail from Gail Southern Living on. I've already had Mimi from Mimi's Place. Now today, Alyssa from Stitching It Up. We also have, let me see my list. On Saturday, we're going to have Coach Mary, Saturday night at 7. And then next Wednesday, Tina from Life in the Piedmont at 12 on Wednesday. And then the following Saturday, the 9th at 7 o'clock will be Crooked Peach. And then the next Wednesday, the 13th at 12 o'clock will be Misty from Misty's Life, or Life with Misty. Then we have on Saturday the 16th, I call him Valhalla. He is a 200-year descendant of Vikings, and he will teach us how to say his name correctly. But the last part of his name is Valhalla, and he says I can call him that. So he will be here on the 16th. And then on the 20th, on that Wednesday at noon, will be the Crafty Visage, Dawn. So if anybody in the chat, if I haven't contacted you and you would be interested in coming on and being a guest, please let me know. I will be purchasing the paid version of the Restream so that you can stream to your channel as well. Right now I don't have it, but as soon as my check comes in the beginning of the month, I will be able to get that, and we'll be able to do that, so you'll be able to stream to your channels as well. Hello, Creative Soil. Okay, I think that Alyssa has prepared some trivia questions for us. Are you ready to do that?
Yes, okay. But if you want to do any of those others I sent you, you can do that. Just chime in anytime.
Okay, let me, I'll pull that up. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on my tablet. And yeah, you do a couple and then I'll throw one of those in.
Okay. I wanted to add to the water that you and I, each time we stream or get together, we're going to encourage the drinking water. So we might come up with a fun game or something with that. I don't know, but.
Oh, we can always, there's drinking games for alcohol, but we can make our own drinking games for the water. That would be good.
Okay, so this first one we'll just do as a sample so you'll know. I'm going to give you a question with some hints, and you are to name the movie. But this first one I'll give you the answer to. Which film features a robot that has a number of names, including T-800 and T-850? The hints are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Robot, James Cameron, Cyborg, 1980s. Anybody want to guess before I give the answer?
Yeah, wait, give them just a minute. Mountain Grandma, if you want to drop your link, do hashtag echo and it'll drop your link. Crooked Peach says she's 6% Viking. That's cool. I've really never known anybody who knew their heritage that far back that could say that, you know. All right, now let's see if we get, okay, Misha Lee. Hello, Misha. She says Terminator.
Correct.
And that is correct. Congratulations, Misha.
Yay.
Yay. All right.
Okay. For his role in which film did Robin Williams win the Golden Globe for Best Actor in 1993? The hints are Robin Williams, Nanny, Housekeeper, Children, Kids. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
For his role in which film did Robin Williams win the Golden?
Okay. Is anybody, can you still hear me?
It went blank for a minute.
Yeah, I accidentally, when I turned the tablet on, I had the sound up on it, so I wasn't sure if I lost us when I did that. Mountain Grandma would like everybody to drop their links in the channel so that she could connect with you. But you, because everybody I give a blue wrench to, all you have to do is click on their picture and it'll say go to channel, and then it'll take you to their channel. Okay, we do have a couple people saying Mrs. Doubtfire.
Correct.
Okay, so I think the first one was Crooked Peach. I believe so.
They know their movies.
Yeah. But we had Norma said it, Gail said it. So that is great. No, you're not typing too slow, Crooked Peach. You were the first one on that one. Okay, let me see now if I get these Halloween ones pulled up. Just a second. I think we're doing good, Elisa. We're having a good time.
Oh, yeah. I'll go ahead and read another one while you look.
Okay, do that.
Okay. In which film? Actually, I don't know if I can read that one. I'm going to try another one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
In which film would you find the characters East Girl, Dash, and Frozone? The hints are Super, Powers, Pixar, Family, Hero. Is that one too difficult?
I'm stumped, but that doesn't mean they are. Let's give him just a minute.
I've actually watched this one quite a bit. In the last couple of weeks with my grandson.
She says The Incredibles.
Yes.
Okay, you got it right. Yes, Norma Kay has two channels actually. Real Life Happens is her main channel, and Norma Kay is her second channel. So she came back in under Real Life Happens, so y'all can find her there. Okay, here's the Halloween question. It says, which ancient Celtic festival is Halloween thought to originate from? The choices are A, Yule, B. Beltane, C. Samhain, or D. Imbolc, Imbolc. Oh, let me hang up on these people. Okay. And let me scroll to the answer. Okay. Anybody got any guesses on that?
Crooked Peach says C.
C. And Crooked Peach would be correct. Samhain. I don't know if I'm
She's on a
saying
roll
that.
today.
Yeah, great job. Okay, I'll do one more and then we'll go back to the movie ones. What vegetable was traditionally used to carve jack o' lanterns before pumpkins? And let me go back up here and give you the choices. A, potato, B, turnip, C, beet, or D, carrot.
That's an interesting question.
Crooked Peach says, I know a couple of things about Halloween. Today was my mother's anniversary. Oh, wow. Hey, PJ. Oh, y'all are going to like Creative Soil. He lives off the grid in Oklahoma. He's funny too.
Oh,
I had him
cool.
on my stream. I had him on my stream one time way back when I first started my channel. And one of the people in the comments was like, "Is that your husband?" And he was like, "Oh no, we don't think anything alike." I was like, "Okay, good," because he wasn't. He's just a friend, but it was so hilarious the way he answered the question. It was funny.
So,
Hi, Lucy Warren. All right. Misha says turn or potato. Dinky Crafts Jennifer says turnip. PJ says turnips. We stumped Crooked Peach though. She says no idea. So the actual answer was B, turnip.
that's
All right.
interesting fact.
Yeah, that's funny. I wouldn't think a turnip would be big enough to carve, but maybe they have some big turnips. All right, your turn.
I think everyone knows this one. Which film tells the story of a boy left behind when his family flies to Paris? Christmas, Macaulay
Oh,
Culkin, Festive, Robbers, Joe Pesci.
Home Alone. That's probably the only one I'm going to know.
About I practically have this one memorized because I've watched it so much last
Mhm.
Christmas. It's the one movie that never gets old, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Home Alone.
It's funny too because you can watch it and then you'll watch it again and you'll see something you didn't see the first time, or you'll realize something like, oh, that's why he did that or whatever. So it stays pretty fresh for me. I like it. Oh yeah, everybody got it right. I shouldn't have said it out loud so soon. I'm sorry. I'm like a kid when it comes to playing trivia. I get all excited. So.
That's okay. We're just here for fun, right?
Right.
Okay. In which 90s film would you find the Boggs family? Hints are Johnny Depp, 1990s, Tim Burton, Cuts, Winona Ryder.
I got a guess, but I don't know if I'd be right. All right,
From the
y'all, I'm going to give you
1990s.
all. I'm going to give y'all a little chance. And then as soon as you don't get it in a minute, I'm going to say it. Okay, we got a guess of What's Eating Gilbert Grape or Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, Crooked Peach got it.
Edward Scissorhands. Very good. Well, good. Then I was going to be wrong because I was going to say Beetlejuice.
I love
But
that movie.
that had Winona Ryder, but it didn't have Johnny Depp in it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a Halloween one.
Okay.
What does the word Halloween mean? A, night of spirits. B, evening of horror. C, hallowed evening. Or D, ghostly night.
Are y'all sipping your water?
Yeah, really. We got to keep reminding them. We got some C's and we got some A's. Let me roll down here to the answers. And it is C, hallowed evening. So I think Gail was the first one with C, and then Crooked Peach and Misha, and Dinky Crafts Jennifer. In the Kitchen with Janine. We have a lot of similar tastes. We'll have to talk. Okay. One more Halloween. Which country did many Halloween traditions come from? And your choices are A, Germany, B, Ireland, C, France, D, Greece. Okay, Janine is saying if she misses connecting with anybody, go and connect with her or let her know, and she will connect back with you. Okay, we got B from Crooked Peach, and B, Ireland is correct. And then Gail had B, and Misha had B. Y'all are some smart ladies. No offense, Creative Soil. I know you're not a lady, but. Okay. Go ahead and you can read another one.
Which 1998 American film was set during the invasion of Normandy in World War II? The hints are War, Soldier, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, Rescue.
Okay, say the clues again.
War,
Uh-huh.
Soldier,
Uh-huh.
Tom Hanks,
Uh-huh.
Steven Spielberg, Rescue. I'm halfway through my water bottle.
All right. Good for you.
Well, it's only a 16 ounce.
All right, we have a guess of Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
Very good. Gail got that one, and so did Norma. Y'all enjoying this trivia? I know normally when I play trivia, everybody likes it.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, I am too.
And I have
Good
the
morning.
answers.
Northern Woman, welcome in. Trying to get her to come on. She plays the guitar and sings and does reading books and things like that. And I'm trying to get her to come on as a guest, and she hasn't agreed yet. So we have to work on her a little bit more.
Ready for another one?
We are.
Which stop motion animated film was released by Aardman Animations in 2000? The hints are Chicken Escape, Birds. Remember, it's animated.
Yeah. Dinky Crafts Jennifer said Wallace and Gromit film.
No, I don't know what that one is.
They're kind of like claymation characters, and Gromit's the dog.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I actually thought this was a Disney movie, but I guess it's not. Because it says by Aardman Animations.
yeah. Okay, how about Chicken Run?
Yes.
Chicken Run. Okay, Dinky Crafts by with Jennifer got that one right. Yes. Okay, Gail, thank you for putting that in the chat. Gail is having a Christmas collaboration called #Christmas Singing with Joy. And I'm assuming you make a video of you singing. So Northern Woman, I think you could definitely do that one if you would be interested in that. Anybody else have any collaborations coming up or lives or anything they would like to promote? Feel free to drop it in the chat. I am definitely bitten by the collab bug, and I am excited for everybody who's doing collabs. All right. Are you
All
want to
right,
do
you ready?
Yep.
Yes. In which film would you find the characters Peter Venkman and Raymond Ray Stantz? The hints are Bill Murray, 1980s, Sigourney Weaver, Paranormal, Marshmallow Man.
I know this one. Y'all hurry up. Put it in there because I'm going to spill the beans.
He gonna blurt it out.
Yep. Janine, you don't have to have any talent because even though you might not think you sing well, other people might enjoy it. And it could be, you could do it, as a comedy type thing, a funny thing too. So, and Northern Woman got it right. The original Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Who are you going to call Ghostbusters? Hello, Miss Betty J. Gathers. How are you doing? We are playing some movie trivia today. Norma put 3 little ghosts. That's cute.
Aww.
All right, is it my turn? I done lost my questions.
Okay, I can do another one.
Okay, go ahead.
Which film tells the story of a boy who becomes trapped in a board game? The hints are board game, Robin Williams, animals, hunter, dice.
I know this one too, y'all. Oh yes, Misha definitely should join the singing collab. I forgot. Misha plays the piano and sings. Well, we got to get a lot of people to do the singing collaboration with Gail. Gail's also hosting a Cozy Fall Soup 24 giveaway. It's going to be on December 2nd at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And she's hosting that collab with Heather from Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Okay, Jamani. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Jumanji.
Yeah,
Jumanji.
yes.
That's correct.
Everybody got that. I think Gail was the first one I saw. Yes. Okay, when is the singing collab, Gail? I think you could just go to Gail's channel, Gail's Southern Living, and I'm sure she'll have it on there, all the details. And somebody, I think Norma Kay asked, can you sing any song you want? As long as it's a Christmas song, I don't see why not. But just ask Gail that question. I'm sure she'll let you know. That's right, everybody. Drink, drink, drink.
Okay. Which film tells the tale of a baby boy raised by Santa at the North Pole? The hints are Christmas, Buddy, Will Ferrell, festive comedy.
I know this one too, y'all.
It's a really fun movie. I bet everybody knows this one.
Okay, Gail said you can sing any song you want, funny or serious. And then she says, Gail, can my grandkids sing? I'm sure they can. That would be fun, Norma. Get them to sing it. All right, Misha says, Elf.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I found the Halloween ones again.
Okay.
What is the most commercially successful horror movie released on Halloween? And the choices are A, Scream, B, Paranormal Activity, C, Halloween, or D, Hocus Pocus. You don't celebrate Halloween?
No. I never let my kids dress up and go out and celebrate. We did. I did let them do fall festivals or church events, things like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
I never did let them go out trick or treat or anything Halloween.
Okay. Let's see. Did I see anybody with the correct answer yet? Mm, nope, not yet. Mm. The correct answer was C, Halloween. Okay, what is the most popular Halloween candy in the United States? And the choices are A, candy corn, B, Snickers, C, Reese's peanut butter cups, or D, Skittles.
I don't like Skittles.
And Norma says C, Reese peanut butter cups, and you would be correct. That is right. You know, I let my daughter do the trick or treat dressing up thing, and I let her, believe that there was Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all of that. And then when she found out that Santa Claus was really us, she was really upset with us and felt like we had been lying to her all those years. And so now that she has a child, she does not really do um, like Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny and all that. She celebrates those things and lets her, have Easter egg hunt and um, that kind of thing. And like she's taken her to a trick or trunk or treat thing at the Board of Education, because she works as a teacher. But it's just funny, like Santa Claus, things don't come from Santa Claus. They come from, them or us or whatever, but it's just weird. But she knows who Santa is. One of her favorite toys is a talking, walking Rudolph. So, she knows about it. It's not like the main focus.
Uh-huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess everybody has their own traditions and their own ways that they raise their families, which to me that makes it interesting. Oh, okay, our Viking is here, ladies. Um, and I don't know how to say his first two names. Helvigen Hidlung Bahala. Anyway, he is in the chat, ladies, and he is going to be here as a guest on November 16th. So I was talking about you earlier. Maybe your ears were burning. I don't know. He says he is doing great today. That's good. And Creative Soil says, I actually don't celebrate any holiday anymore, not even my birthday. Sounds weird, but it fits me. Yeah, it that kind of does fit you actually. So,
Are
and
y'all drinking?
he does wood carving, and so I call him Carver instead of Creative Soil. So if you ever hear me say Carver, that's who I'm talking about. Yes, everybody drink, drink, drink. We will have a
That's
water drinking movement for sure.
That's awesome. I love handmade wooden objects. It's such a talent. That
Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and fix me some more because mine's getting low.
Okay, I'll read the next one.
I'm cracking open my box of water. Okay, go ahead.
Dr. Finkelstein, a mad scientist who created his daughter Sally from a rag doll, features in which 1990s movie? The hints are Halloween, Pumpkin King, Tim, Tim Burton, Jack Skeleton, animated.
I don't know that one.
They're thinking.
I'm going to try this new one, Jolly Rancher Watermelon. Should be good.
Oh wow. It sounds like it might be sweet and sour mix.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa D. Welcome. And Alyssa, we're having more people in here today than I normally have on my Wednesday. So that is good. Thursday may be a great day to do it.
That's good. I'm glad. And it looks like Dinky Crafts, Jennifer got the answer right. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay. I see. I've seen the decorations for that, and the little things you can buy at Christmas time, but I never saw that movie, so I didn't know about him creating his daughter. That was different.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie either, so I probably wouldn't have gotten that one right.
Valhalla Creative Soil wants to know, do you cold plunge? Well, we'll wait. We'll see what his answer is. You want to do another one?
Yes. Hilary Swank won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in which film? The hints are Hilary Swank, Clint Eastwood, boxing, boxer, and Morgan Freeman.
You know, I saw that movie, but I do not remember the name of it.
And can I just say, I cannot express enough how much I love Morgan Freeman.
Yes, I do. Well, yeah, he's a great actor.
He really is. I think I
Hi,
went
BJ.
silent again.
I'm trying to see. I don't see. They're chatting a lot, but I don't see any answers. Um,
Okay.
oh, Lisa D says she usually doesn't have doctor's appointments on Thursdays, but she does on Wednesdays. Okay. And I guess Valhalla does do the cold plunge. Yes, sometimes. Maybe sometime, he says. Okay, go ahead and tell us the answer because I don't see anybody putting in an
Okay.
answer.
$1 Million Baby.
$1 Million Baby. Okay, yeah.
Y'all want an easy one?
Yeah.
Okay. In which film is set in the fictional kingdom of Atlantica? The hints are Sea, Disney, Ariel, Sebastian, and Lobster.
Oh. I'm like, this isn't easy, but okay, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Do I need to repeat this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which film is set in the fictional kingdom of Atlantica? The hints are Sea, Disney, Ariel, Sebastian, Lobster.
And in the kitchen with Janine says mermaid. And Misha
Yes.
says Atlantis, but I think Little Mermaid, right?
Yes, The Little Mermaid by Disney.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. I want to try to see if this is going to let me. Um, well, I'm not. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to take the chance. But hopefully, the paid version will work better and I'll be able to show my slides and stuff. And I do have a really cute little video of me going down a slide to play for the super chats, but I don't have it over here on Restream yet. So thank you for the donation to the Little Food Pantry. And I will play that sometime when I have that available. I think next Thursday we're going to be over on your channel, Alyssa.
Possibly. If not, we'll do yours again.
Okay. All right. I had a really good time and drinking the water and encouraging everybody to drink. I think that is a very important thing to do. And Alyssa has agreed to teach me how to crochet. So we will be doing that behind the scenes until I learn how to do something. Once I can actually do something, then we will be on with me actually crocheting. So that's going to be interesting. I have always said I'm not a crafty person, so she's got her work cut out for her trying to teach me. Hopefully, it'll be okay.
I finished my 16 ounce.
All right, good for you.
Yay!
And this watermelon is a little tart. It is a little bit sour,
Wow.
but it'll be good. And Mountain Grandma says, "Oh, Echo, you're going to love it." I hope so.
I
I
drank so
would.
much water it made me cough.
Oh no,
I'm just kidding.
I would definitely like to learn how to crochet. I have a friend who does little baby booties and stuff and gives them to people when they have a new baby, and they're so sweet looking.
Yes. We'll start with something a little more simple
Yeah,
and
like a
work.
straight. Somebody told me
Yeah.
to do a washcloth, just like a square.
Yeah, that's a good starter.
And some on one of the channels, they were giving away in a giveaway a scrubby thing, and I didn't know what that was. And then
Mhm.
when I was in Michael's the other day, they actually had the scrubby yarn that you can buy to, make the little scrubby things. But I didn't even know they had that. I guess they have all kinds of yarn.
Yes. And I'll show you all
Yeah,
kind of different varieties.
I walked around and looked at everything, and I was like, yeah, I don't even know where to begin, what to get. So I was like, yeah, I need to wait, get some guidance. Dinky Crafts Jennifer says she's been crocheting for 3 years.
Nice.
All right, PJ, thank you for coming in. Um, Valhalla says he is going to live stream today at 8 p.m. specific time, which is what, like 3 hours behind me? So that'll be like 11 o'clock my time.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. The
I'm
time
gonna
zones always throw me off.
Yes, and we changed back the clocks this weekend, so I'm probably gonna be a little off.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that would be great if everybody could go and try to support everybody, when they do a live stream. That's how we all grow, is by connecting and helping each other. So don't pigeonhole yourself into a certain community. Everybody tries to have a niche, so to speak, what their channel's about. But I find that, when you have a lot of different interests, you can go into a lot of different communities and make friends all over the place. You don't have to stay just within one community. So hopefully we will all be meeting, different channels by getting together. So
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
yes.
I'm enjoying meeting all the new people.
Okay, Gail put in for her weather. Breckenridge, Texas is fair with a 62 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the north northeast at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 52%. Yes, Gail and I both agree on that. That's how, you meet different people, and it's more about the connection to the people than it is even about their subject matter. Like I love the homesteading channels, the farming channels, and things. I live in an apartment. There's no way I can have chickens and cows and all of that. But if I ever, moved to where I could have those things, I would enjoy it. So I love watching a
Mhm.
variety of things.
Yes, and that's how I met you. through Gail's Southern Living collab Fall Fest.
Yes.
I think
That was,
that's well, I saw your first video through that, and I thought that collab was so interesting.
that was the
And
first collab I ever have done. So
oh, okay.
it was a ball for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But now Gail used to watch my fiance Dave's channel. She knew him from that. And then she had connected with me and we kind of lost touch. And then we reconnected. And then I started, she asked me if I wanted to be in that collab or whatever. But I met a lot of new people through the collab. So collaborations is a great way to meet new channels and
Yeah,
go and watch, the other channels and see what other people are doing.
yeah. But I knew when I first saw your videos that you and I were going to be good friends.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
And
surprised
then
you didn't think, oh, this is a crazy woman. She's telling me to contact her.
no, and I think the second video you had been misplaced from the hurricane and were in the laundromat doing your laundry.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You know how long it had been since I had to do laundry at a laundromat? Oh, it wasn't really even a laundromat. It was the at the laundry at the hotel we were staying in. And it was one washer and one dryer, and they were the stackable kind. And it was
Uh huh.
like over $5 to do one load wash and dry.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money, when you think about it. But,
Yeah,
it had to be done. But yeah, that was not a good time. I love to travel. I would have loved to have been able to go on a vacation and had plans of going and doing things. But when you are displaced like that and you just have to go somewhere to find a room, and I mean, we didn't know anything about the area we were in or anything. So, I mean, we made the best of it, but it was not fun.
yeah,
It definitely was not a planned. And Dave would always say, oh, let's go away for the weekend, especially if we would get like a long weekend or something, because of us watching the grandbaby while my daughter teaches. Whenever they're off of school, we don't have to have the grandbaby. And he would always say, well, let's go, somewhere for the weekend. And their fall break was coming up like the week after we got back, and he was like, I'm good, I don't need to go anywhere. I was like, yeah, we done went somewhere when we didn't want to go somewhere, but
oh,
it was okay, we made the best of it.
right.
But here in South Georgia where I live, last year the hurricane that came in was the first hurricane that hit this area in like 165 years. So that was a big deal last year, but then still we didn't take it serious this year. And we had one come, just like a little bit of a tropical storm before Helene came. And then Helene did a lot of damage. So now, next time they say a hurricane's coming, I'm going to be prepared, because it's
Yeah,
not a joke.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite videos of yours is where you're feeding the fish. I was like, oh my goodness, those fish just about would jump out onto the bank and be like, here, catch me.
They are fun to watch sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I thought I would be smart, and I went out and just did a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing around trying to learn all this, and that one turned out okay. But a few minutes before that, I was had stopped and fed the cows, and I did the live stream on that one, and
Mm-hmm.
it was so windy. I guess that's why some of the video is a little pixelated, and
Oh,
part of half of the video looks good and half of it doesn't, but it's okay.
yeah, doing things outside, it is different. That's for sure. But yeah, people will love to see your cows and just anything. Um, I think I'm not sure if you're friends with Steph's Little Farm or if it's somebody else.
It's me.
But she had the little lamb born not too long ago, Lollipop, and
Yes,
I love watching about Lollipop. So,
right. Yeah,
but
Steph and I were friends. She was one of mine on Facebook, and then I followed
okay,
her over. Yeah.
okay, good, good. Yeah, I've been sharing her out and watching her and stuff, but she's yet to connect with me, as far as contacting me or anything. So, but you can talk to her and let her know. I'd love to have her on as a guest. I think her animals are so neat. And I love how she knows like every one of their names.
Yes, and they have some really cute names. The
Yeah.
chickens, Henny Penny and Theo, and
Yep. Yep. Um, Isabel Sutton is another one that has a lot of not wildlife, but animals on her homestead, and she knows all of their names too. I'm like, I would forget, but nope, she knows them. And BJ says, yes, we are. YouTube is my family outside of my family in Australia. That's the thing about it is you can meet people on YouTube and connect with them. And, like Norma and I, we met in a chat of a true crime channel, and we both just like true crime. And next thing you know, we were good friends, and you get to know people about their families, and just all about them. And to me, it's a lot easier to meet somebody online than it is to meet them in person. People in person are so busy and hustle and bustle, and they don't have time to even look at you, let alone stop and talk to you. um, Whereas I think online, at least, it seems like people are looking for something to do, something to entertain them or whatever, and they will stop and talk to you. Whereas in real life anymore, it seems like people just, I don't know.
I
It,
love true crime.
oh gosh, I can get lost in true crime. I love murder mystery novels. I love real true crime. I love unsolved cases. Um, I just can't believe the way some people think, like the things that they do, and just, oh my gosh, I just don't know how they would even think they would get away with the things that they do.
Right. And some of them do.
Oh, yeah. And some of them get caught too.
I hope everyone connects with In the Kitchen with Janine. She does some awesome cooking videos and lives by the ocean and shows the ocean views. And she told a story the other day. It was great.
Well, we'll definitely, I'm sure I am, because and matter of fact, I think I've seen her over in Mimi's too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. I get everybody's stuff seems to run together after a while, and I'm like, was that you or was that so and so? And I am.
Echo, how far are you from the beach?
I can be there in 2 hours.
Okay.
I can be in Jacksonville, Florida in 2 hours. Pretty straight shot. I'm about 30 miles to the Florida state line, but I'm like in the middle of the state. So there's not any beaches or anything, directly below me. Now, St. Augustine is probably an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away. So, I mean,
Okay.
it's a day, you could go for the day and come back um, if you
Yeah.
wanted to. But my sister lives in Sarasota, which is on the Gulf side of Florida, and then my nephew lives on Boca Raton, which is on the other side. So I have family on both coasts.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Janine said, I can probably drive to you in 5 or 6 hours. Okay, where are you at? You're in Florida, I take it.
I love Gulf Shores, Alabama. So you're not near there, are you?
Now, I'm not sure where it is, but Alabama is just the next state over. So probably I could be in Alabama within an hour. But now where that is at, I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
Um,
The
but
last the last two times I went to Florida, I was at Destin Beach. But so it's been a while since I've been to Gulf Shores, but I love it there too.
yeah, now the Destin and Panama City and all of that, that's probably maybe 3 hours away. It's like 3.5 hours to Orlando, I think. Um, everything it really, I mean, it's 3.5 hours to Atlanta if we go the other way, if we go north. So we're pretty centrally located in the state, but
Okay.
it's I definitely plan on this next summer. My granddaughter will be big enough to go on trips and stuff, and I want to take her down to my sister's there in Florida. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. And then next year, she'll be in school all day. So we'll be able to do more things during the week, and not have to worry about her schedule. And then, too, I take her to all her doctors and dentist appointments and all of that because of my daughter working. So it'll be, I'll have a lot more free time. Oh, you're a New
Yeah.
York girl, Janine says. Okay, she said
I knew that as soon as started hearing her talk.
she's in North Fort Lauderdale and she can walk to the beach in like 5 minutes. Wow.
I always tell my husband if we lived on the beach that close, I I would be a beach bum. I wouldn't get anything done. But I grew up in Florida, so we played on the beach. We didn't live close by, but I just and I've always been fascinated with water. Even when I was about 10 years old and that first black and white Titanic movie came out, I
hmm
was just I was just in awe, and I'm still fascinated with Titanic.
Hello, Butter Roll Boutique. Welcome in. Yeah, now I like the waves. I like to, walk on the beach, sit on the beach and watch the waves or whatever. Um, I don't, I grew up around Lake Michigan, and in Lake Michigan, there are a lot of sandbars, and you can walk out, and maybe be chest high in the water, and then it'll be a sandbar and it'll be only knee deep. But then on the other side of that sandbar, it might be, 12 or 15 foot deep. You just don't know. So you have to be kind of careful. But I've never really gone out in the ocean per se because I'm not
Really?
that good a swimmer. But I do like the just, being around the water.
So my husband laughs at me because I'm terrified of snakes. Now, the last few years I've gotten a little bit better. I will kill them as long as they're not like being aggressive, or if they're kind of still, I could I could kill it.
Like you can
But
sneak up on it.
my daughter is mean. She'll chase me with a snake, even a dead one. I'll run. But
Ooh.
I don't have a problem swimming in the ocean with the sharks, and my husband can't understand the difference. And I don't know how to explain it. I'm not afraid of, I mean, obviously I would be afraid if a shark was coming at me, but I'm just not afraid to get in the ocean.
I don't like snakes either. I don't.
Yeah.
When I was first married, we lived out in the country in this old single wide trailer, and it had lots of holes where, all kinds of we had mice come in and everything. And so I'm sitting
Yes.
there one day and I hear this like rattling of my trash bag, and our trash can fit into a little cabinet. And so I'm like, it's in a cabinet. What is, I knew it wasn't my dog or anything. I finally get up the courage to go in there and look. At first, I don't see anything, and then I hear the noise again. And the snake had gotten under the trash bag into the bottom of the trash can. And what I was hearing was him trying to get back out, and he was rattling the trash bag. So,
Yeah.
needless to say, I opened the door, threw the whole trash can out in the yard, waited till my husband came home and was like, "You got to do something about the snake."
Yeah.
But
That happened to me. I was in a similar situation. When we were younger, like 20 whatever years ago, and I had little kids. In fact, one of them was a newborn, and I had this. We were in a single wide older trailer that had holes. We were always patching holes, but we were just renting it. We were young, didn't have any money,
yep.
and the snakes would come in, and I would. One day I went and I think this was the first one we had. I opened the cabinet in the bathroom, and there was a baby copperhead
Mm.
moving around in there, and I just shut it. And I told my son and his friend, who were like 4 years old, I said, "Go wait on the steps outside and don't move. We are leaving." And I grabbed my newborn and we left.
Mm. Yeah, I've never been the least bit interested in snakes. Even the little green like grass snakes or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. It's a snake. Get it away from me. So,
Yes. And my daughter has a pet snake. She
well,
doesn't live here, but she wouldn't
yeah,
have that snake if she lived here.
I let my daughter have all kinds of pets, but never a snake. We had turtles, we had lizards, we had um, gerbils, hamsters, mice, guinea pigs, but
Yeah.
she never wanted. We had two or three aquariums at one time, but she never wanted a snake. Thank goodness. I'm so glad because I wouldn't have been able to take care of it. I would have been like, mm-mm, nope, 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 nope. Mountain
Yeah.
Grandma said she's loving the H2O reminders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And BJ says water is his favorite beverage.
I'm a tea drinker,
I
and
never
I'm not
like
supposed to drink it.
Yeah, I never learned to like tea or iced tea. I'll drink coffee every now and then. I'm not a big, like, everyday coffee drinker, but I definitely always, and before I had my surgery, I was bad diabetic, and that makes you have like cotton mouth. And so you're always thirsty. Even if you're not thirsty, you're drinking, trying to get that feeling out of your mouth. So I've always drank a lot, but not
Yeah.
always water. I used to drink a lot of sodas and stuff. So I try not to do the sodas, but every once in a while you just want a taste of it.
And I haven't had a soda in years. I definitely can't drink those, and I've never liked coffee, but I do love the smell of it,
Oh, I
especially
love,
if it's brewing.
yes. And the old timey percolator where the steam comes off the top and you really get the aroma of the coffee. Yeah, I like that too.
Mountain
There's
Grandma says she's a herbal tea drinker.
See, I wish I could. I know there's so many different types of tea and they're good for so many different things, but I never could get past the taste. I don't know.
I feel the same way. I'm going to ask her to encourage me, though.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what we should do too, is if they don't want to drink water, they can drink whatever they want to drink, but just to drink with us and try to stay hydrated.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, I think I mentioned this to you the other day, Echo, you can add baking soda to your water.
Oh, that's right.
It helps with inflammation, and it is doctor recommended. So any of you who have inflammation of any kind, fibromyalgia, arthritis, just drop I think it's half a teaspoon. You might want to look it up or ask your doctor. And it's so inexpensive. I mean, it tastes horrible. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, I know they used to use baking soda like an antacid type thing. I can remember my dad mixing it up and drinking it, but I'm sure he put more than half teaspoon in his. I'm going to Google
yeah,
it and see what it says.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember if it's half or a whole teaspoon. No, I've never heard of that, Mountain Grandma. I know green tea is really good for you. The only hot drink I like is hot chocolate, but I can't drink that either. But sometimes I'm muted here.
Hmm. Are are you hitting anything?
No, Janine says it is 1 teaspoon.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to.
And water is good for your skin, your complexion, and
Oh, okay. It says it may improve hydration through its positive effects on fluid retention, a benefit for those losing a lot of sweat.
hmm.
And it says it supports healthy digestion by neutralizing, well, it popped an ad right on me, by neutralizing excess stomach acids. It may also enhance muscle endurance during high intensity training by improving the body's buffering capillaries. Huh. Okay.
I just love how these home remedies and basic, simple baking soda and castor oil and all these things that have been around for so long. Some people
Right.
don't know, but they have such good health benefits as opposed to taking prescription drugs and such.
Right. I'm going to show you this book I got. Oh, Nutrition 101, and it's using food to heal your body instead of medication. And
Hmm.
it tells you it's laid out by body system, so you can, like, if you have a stomach problem or a breathing problem or whatever, you can go to that chapter and look at it. But it also has in the back of the book, it tells you all about like every vegetable, what minerals are in it, what vitamins are in it, all of that. So if you're like trying to increase your vitamin B complex or something, it'll tell you like all these foods to eat and then all these foods not to eat or whatever. But I just, ever since I had my surgery, I've been trying to eliminate medication, because before my surgery, I was on like 25 medications. And I've been able to slowly, be coming off of them or lowering the doses. And I was never a person to say, well, is there a natural thing I could do, or, a healthier way to do it? I always just, if they said you need this medication, I was just, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize all of the side effects of all the different medications. And even though I had a really good doctor and a great pharmacist, sometimes they gave me things that were interfering with each other.
Right.
Or they didn't tell me the right time to take, like certain medications you can't take at the same time. You
Yeah.
have to take certain medicine on an empty stomach, certain medicine with food, certain medicine you can take. Like I was taking a cholesterol medicine. Did you know that your body makes the cholesterol at night? So the best time to take your cholesterol medicine is before you go to bed.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, I take it once a day. I didn't know you should take it at night. But
That's
it's
good to
just
know.
things like, that you don't think to ask the pharmacist, or they don't think to tell you, or they assume everybody knows already. And there can be all kinds of things that I had two medicines I was taking together that actually were canceling each other out. That I did not know that I was
Yeah.
never supposed to be taking them together. So just a lot of things like that. But and this, I just flipping this book open, I just turned to the chapter on hydration, and it's all about why you should drink the water and what the signs of dehydration are, and just all kinds of good information. But I definitely am going to read this book and try to figure out what it is that I'm eating that is, um, that I can eliminate, or that I can add to my diet to make me healthier,
Yeah.
because
That's great.
I really want to be healthier. If I had known I was going to live this long, I would have definitely taken better care of myself. When we're young, we don't realize how we're going to age, even though we watch our parents age and watch our grandparents age, it just doesn't really hit home with you until you start aging. And then once things start going south or wrong, then it's kind of like, oh, I should have been doing this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play catch up. I'm trying to, make myself as healthy and as strong as I can, so that I can continue to live a pretty physical life. I don't want to have to be a burden to my daughter. I don't want to miss out on things because of my health. So that was my main reason for having the weight loss surgery. I was maxed out on my diabetic medication, and it wasn't getting any better. And so it was pretty much, I either did something drastic like have the surgery, or I was going to just continue to have the complications and continue to get sicker and sicker. So, but like I said, I was a pill taker. Whatever they said you need, okay, I'll take it. And I never asked a lot of questions. And now I'm like very much my own advocate when it comes to medication, and why do I need that test, and why do I need that shot, and.
Yeah.
So
Well, it sounds like you're well on your way to feeling better. And
yeah, I mean, if you're not going to look after your own self, then who's going to look after you? You have to be proactive and do it for yourself. But there's just so much misinformation out there, and that's why when we were talking the other day, I said, I try never to say anything unless I can back it up, unless I can say, well, I found it in this book, or I found it here, or whatever, because There is a lot of misinformation. And some people will just take what you say as the gospel truth. And I would hate for somebody to do that and then have their health go, bad because of what I told them. So I usually try to make sure I'm saying this is what happened in my life or this is what I do. Talk to your
Hmm.
doctor, do your research, make sure you know what you're talking about, because it's just not fair to people, you know, to
Yeah.
mislead them, I guess is what I'm saying. You don't want to mislead them. So, but I'm excited about us doing our little hydration thing. I think it's going to be great. And I don't know of anybody else who's doing anything like that on YouTube right now. So, you had a
Okay.
great idea.
Well,
And
we'll be unique then.
yeah, we'll be unique. Um, let's see. BJ says I smoked from 12, I guess, to 46. Don't miss it. I am allergic to it now. My other half smokes like a chimney and I can't stand it. Yes, I smoked too. I was bad about smoking until my daughter was like 3 years old and she came home from preschool and they told her that smoking was a drug and it would kill you. And she was like, Mommy, it's going to kill you. You have to stop. And I was like, yes, ma'am. And I had pneumonia and stopped right before I got pregnant. And so I had not smoked for about a year and a half and then I had started back. So it wasn't as hard to quit that last time as it was to quit before that. But yeah, smoking is not good for you. Hi,
Well,
Al. Welcome.
about
Uh,
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with mild emphysema.
mm,
And I haven't had a flare up lately, but there are certain things that I can't do. But I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
yeah, well, there's a lot of people that have had lung cancer from secondhand smoke that
And
never smoked.
yeah, so back 5 years ago, I had about 6 different doctors at that time, and most of them all say the same thing. Even the newer doctors I go to now, they just kind of think it's from secondhand smoke as a child.
Yeah. Well, because my dad smoked too. And, we were talking about this with Mimi yesterday. All the safety precautions that we have to follow for kids now, we didn't have those seatbelts, we didn't have cars, you know, all these things, and we survived okay. But now it's like because they study things and they know more things, now you got to be all safe about everything. Um, but yeah, secondhand smoke, it's terrible. Well, smoking is terrible. I don't know how many people have had different types of, oral cancers or throat cancer or lung cancer. You know, I'm sure if, somebody told them that's how it was going to be, they wouldn't have done it, but they didn't know, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they make money off of our illnesses.
Yes, they do. Like Val says, now, how are doctors supposed to make any money?
Yeah. I saw that.
Well, I mean, I don't mind doctors making money. I don't mind going to the doctors. I like my doctors, but I'm very picky about that too. I don't like a doctor who doesn't have time to take if I need, if I have questions or concerns or whatever. And back during the big virus, my doctor's personnel wouldn't let me see them or talk to them. And I had bronchitis for like 5 months straight. And I couldn't seem to make them understand that with bronchitis or pneumonia, she needs to hear my breathing. And she can't do that on a telemed visit. So even though I'd have to
Right.
wear a mask and she'd have to wear a mask, I need her to put that stethoscope on me and listen to me breathe. And
Yeah.
I had to get downright nasty with those girls in the office. And then when I finally got her on the phone, just by us talking on the phone, she could hear the crackling and I forget what they call it, but like I was having like asthma related symptoms because of the bronchitis, and she was
Yeah.
like, this has been going on way too long, and I said, well, I couldn't get them to let me come see you or even talk to you and let I'm having all this trouble breathing. And she was like, you just come right now. I need to hear you, and you're probably going to the hospital. And I was like, oh, gee, thanks, but luckily I didn't have to go to the hospital, but I needed some shots. I needed steroids. I needed antibiotics, all of this. And I told her, I said, you almost lost me as a patient because I could not make those girls understand. I'm not just a crazy old woman that's got a cold, I do not feel good. Something is not right with me. And then sure enough, after that, I healed up, within a couple of weeks, I was good to go. But now when I call, they're like, hold on one moment. And they get that doctor on the phone. So, but you shouldn't have to do that.
Right. Dinky Crafts is asking a question about
Okay.
food solution.
Okay. Let me see if I can go back and find it. Well, I guess I don't see it. Wait, let's
Um,
see.
she says, is there a food solution that would reduce
Oh,
an enlarged spleen?
okay. Hi, Moon over Miami. Let me look up spleen and we will see. Um, I do know you can live without your spleen. That's one of the most injured things in automobile accidents and um, like football from getting slammed. Let me look in the back for spleen because I'm not finding it that way. But I love the old home remedies too. They were good enough for our grandparents. They should be good enough still today. And you were
Yes.
talking about the castor oil. Val did it on her skin and got a lot of the fine lines and wrinkles and stuff.
Awesome. I think I'm going to start using that. And I don't know
Oh,
about the spleen.
195. So let's try that. But yeah, and the thing about the castor oil, it gets down into your skin, but into your on a cellular level. That's why it's so good. All right, let's see.
We've been live 102 minutes.
Yeah. See, that's why I say I try to do an hour, but if I have a good conversation, I can go longer.
Yeah.
It's just when it's like dead air and you're like, okay, nobody's enjoying this conversation. I need to shut up. But when Mary from Blessed Crochet was on, we talked for 3 hours, and
Oh, wow.
neither one of us had planned on that either. Well, all these things that are telling me spleen are not coming up anything about spleen. Hmm. Did she say an enlarged spleen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me try good old Google because I don't see anything. If I sat there and read it, I probably could find more. Let's see.
I can't look it up because I'm using both devices right now. Creative Swill says they're still on the elimination diet for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can really tell a difference when I drink the high alkaline waters.
Mhm. Okay, it says limit your intake of processed meats and overly processed packaged foods. Seasoning your food with warm herbs like cinnamon, cardamom, pepper, clove, rosemary, turmeric, sage, and garlic may also support a stronger spleen by helping cleanse and purify the organ. Does drinking water help an enlarged spleen? A diet high in plant foods also help provide enough hydrating water, which is an important for helping the spleen rid itself and the body of excess fluids and foreign matter. Try to avoid eating foods that place stress on your circulatory and immune system. Wow. But it basically says if your spleen is enlarged, it's due to an infection. What should you not drink with an enlarged spleen? Oh, limiting or cutting out foods and drinks below can help um, protect against the development of diseases, including conditions linked to enlarged spleens. And it's sugar sweetened beverages, sodas, milkshakes, iced tea, and energy drinks. And then avoid fast food, french fries, burgers, pizzas, tacos, hot dogs, and nuggets.
Yeah, avoid all the good stuff, right?
Yeah. Cut out the main spleen damaging foods, mainly bread, pasta, milk, cheese, sugary foods, ice cream, grease, fatty foods, processed foods, alcohol, and smoothies. Wow.
My battery is getting low, so I probably have about 5 minutes left.
Okay. Well, what would you like to tell them about your channel or your future plans for your channel or anything like that?
Well, I just say if you enjoy cattle, Great Danes, catfish, or sewing, crafts, crochet, any of those things, come on over and visit me. I do support back. I love meeting new people and learning. I'm trying to learn more about gardening, so I do a little bit of that. And I would like to learn more about dehydrating and things, prepping more. I do have a prep, just stuff I've bought, nothing I've cooked. I
Oh,
do
yeah.
hate cooking, but I love a crock pot. And I just rather be not in the kitchen. Is just my personality. I've kind of been that way most of my life. I
Mhm.
do bake a little bit at the holidays, but not every year. But I might do some this year. We'll see. But yeah, you love animals and country. I go to the zoo often, so you'll often see those kind of videos. I take the grandkids all the time.
All right. Well, I had a great time. I hope everybody enjoyed our trivia, and we're going to do some more collabing together in the future. So,
Yeah, we
y'all,
can do next Thursday if you want.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, no problem. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And like I said, we'll get together about this crocheting thing, because I really do want to do it.
Yeah. Okay,
I
great.
just I just need to go and get me some supplies and get a little figure out how to do a little bit, and then you know, I'll practice.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to go ahead and end this. This is going to be right at 2 hours. I can't believe the grandbaby slept that long, but thank goodness. All right. Y'all take care and have a great rest of your week. And we'll
Okay.
see you
Thank
soon.
you.